Hey, it's Kala from 10 Day Ink. Today we're going to be making some Jagua Gel, so let's get into it. All you're going to need is a medium-sized mixing bowl, a small non-plastic bowl, a mixing spoon, a tall, narrow mouth cup, and some plastic wrap. For this recipe, all you need is 115 grams of Jagua Juice, 21.5 grams of sugar, 3 grams of Xanthan Gum, and 3 milliliters of essential oil. I like to use lavender. Put the sugar in the larger bowl and the Xanthan Gum in the smaller bowl. Once you add the essential oil to your smaller bowl with the Xanthan Gum, you want to mix that gently until you get a creamy, smooth mixture. This is actually going to help prevent clumps in the future. Once it's creamy like so, just pour it over the sugar. Get as much as you can out of it. It's going to be hard, but scrape the bowl clean because you want all that Xanthan Gum and the essential oil in the mixture. Now you can mix. I like to press down on the mixture so that it kind of squishes the Xanthan Gum mixture into the sugar. And then occasionally clean your spoon off too so that you can make sure you get everything. Once it starts looking almost like a panko breadcrumb, then you can start adding the Jagua Juice a splash at a time. You want to make sure you're not adding too much because you want to make sure there's no clumps because you're not using an immersion blender. And if you add in too much juice at a time, it's going to be hard to mix everything up. When the consistency is thick like that, you can keep adding splashes of Jagua Juice. As you're mixing, make sure you're scraping the walls off so that everything goes into the mixture. After all the Jagua Juice is added, make sure you're mixing it really well and have like a whisking motion. You're still going to see some clumps and lumps in there, but that's not a big deal because we're actually going to cover the top with plastic wrap and put it in the fridge so it can marinate for a while. I like to clean off my spoon, make sure I get everything. Now you can cover it with plastic wrap and stick it in the fridge for about 2 to 3 hours. So after a couple hours in the fridge, we're just going to give it one last mix before we strain it. So you want to almost whisk it while you're mixing it for one last time. Once you've mixed it very well for the last time, you can tell the consistency is pretty smooth now. It's not really lumpy and bumpy anymore. And now we can strain it. So you're just going to grab your narrow cup, put the piping bag in and open it over the mouth of the cup. Then you're going to put the stocking in and open that over the mouth of the cup as well. I actually like to pull down on the stocking until I barely see the end of the stocking itself, just like that. Now we're going to pour all the Jagua Gel into the stocking. And this part's not necessary, but if you do have a silicone spatula, this would be a good time to use it to make sure you get all of the Jagua Gel into your cup. It's pretty expensive and you don't want to waste it. Now that we've got that in, we're going to slowly and carefully remove the nylon stocking first. Make sure it doesn't fall inside the piping bag and remove the piping bag from the cup as well. I just like to find where the paste or the gel is right at the top and I twist the piping bag right there. And then I pinch the top right here. And as I'm pinching the top, I just make sure to pull the nylon stocking out very carefully. And this is going to get rid of any additional clumps or bumps. Now we just clip that closed and you can put this in the freezer. It's good for 8 months in the freezer, or you can immediately cut the tip and just start filling your cones. And that's how I make my Jagua Gel.